My favorite Agile course to deliver is the Applying Professional Scrum class. And it's my favorite class to deliver because I think it generates some of the greatest epiphanies for students. So in that class, we actually practice Scrum, and that's different from all the other classes as well. So we do 4 sprints. I've been adopting Minecraft in these sprints. So the we break everybody up into teams. We do a sprint straight off the bat, and the reason we do the first thing we do as a sprint is that people use the techniques they're used to in organizing when they do the first sprint. So there's this huge realization at the end of the first sprint about how chaotic it was, how difficult the process was. There are people in the classroom that have never played a game before, let alone Minecraft. And that simulates that real world experience of when you get onto a brand new product or a brand new project and you've got no idea what's next, you've got no idea what you need to do, you've got no idea who you need to speak to, you've got no idea who the customer is, and trying to figure that out. And that first sprint demonstrates that chaotic is not the right word. It generates, I don't know, the clusterfuck of that first moment when you start working on a product or project. And in the real world, that can last for an incredibly long time, right? Because there's who comes in and tells everybody how they're supposed to do stuff. At some point, maybe a project manager gets hired or a project manager's there and they manage to get round everybody, but it's generally chaos. So then we go into teaching them Scrum. And we have a kind of, I guess it's two half days. We're going to teach them Scrum, but the first part of the first half day is the sprint, and the second part of the second half day is another sprint. So we teach them Scrum in between, and then they go into that second sprint with that knowledge of here's a way we're going to organize all the stuff we do in order to try and control the chaos and figure out what it is we're going to do going forward. And they do planning, they have a conversation, they agree what they're going to do. Then, that doesn't always happen, but they have that agreement, they have those check-ins, they have that reflection at the end. And they themselves, that's the second epiphany moment for the students, is they realize what it is that they're there for, right? They realize what Scrum is trying to achieve. They realize the benefit they could get from it in the real world.